My name is John Smith. I'm the principal here at Dover-Sherborn High School, and I want to welcome you to the Senior Awards Night for the class of 2025. Before we begin the presentations, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of you who helped to make this evening possible. I offer special thanks to the individuals and organizations that have sponsored these very generous awards and scholarships. Our award presenters, Carol Spezzano and Colette Cronin, who are the co-chair of the award ceremony. The senior class advisors, Miss Alyssa Healy and Miss Rebecca Waterman. Superintendent Beth McCoy, who offers congratulations and best wishes to the class of 2025. Members of the DS faculty and staff, parents, guardians, and special thanks It's okay. And special thanks to the members of the class of 2025 for your contributions to the school and to our community. As a community of learners, our goal is to inspire academic excellence and a commitment to personal and civic responsibility. We celebrate the accomplishments of the young men and women who have risen to that challenge. On behalf of the administration, faculty, and staff, I congratulate our award recipients and all the members of the Dover-Sherborn High School class of 2025. A very proud moment for all of us, but me in particular, for our first presenter. Our first presenter, a DS alum, representing the United States Army, is Merritt Sullivan, 2nd Lieutenant, United States Army. Lieutenant Sullivan.
Good evening, seniors, parents, and faculty. My name is Merritt Sullivan, a 2021 Dover-Sherborn graduate and Grant's proud older sister. Tonight is special. I'm honored to present him with this well-earned recognition and share a bit about ROTC. On behalf of the United States Army Reserve Officer Training Corps, Grant has been awarded a 4-year scholarship to the University of Richmond, valued at $280,000. This is a prestigious honor, and only about 10% of applicants receive a 4-year scholarship. The selection process evaluates students as scholars, athletes, and leaders. And Grant has excelled in all three, whether in the classroom, leading as a 3-sport captain, or as a restaurant worker and detailing boats. This is a culmination of a process that began many years ago for Grant. ROTC stands for Reserve Officer Training Corps, one of 3 paths to becoming an Army officer. Beyond what you see in movies, the Army is a vast organization covering fields like healthcare, logistics, and technology. Over the next 4 years, Grant will gain invaluable leadership and training, preparing to lead within one of the Army's 17 branches upon graduation. I recently commissioned as a 2nd lieutenant after completing ROTC at Villanova, also on a 4-year scholarship. Mom and Dad, you're welcome. While my education was incredible, ROTC truly rounded out my experience, teaching leadership, teamwork, and resilience. From training in all-weather conditions to air assault school, propelling out of helicopters, to 36 days of advanced training in Kentucky, followed by an internship in Hawaii, my journey profoundly reshaped my perspective and deepened my appreciation for the privileges we have. Yes, it wasn't always easy, and yes, it was worth it. Wearing this uniform once felt intimidating, but I've come to understand the honor it represents, servant leadership for our country. I'm beyond proud to present my brother, Grant, with this scholarship, knowing he'll take on this challenge with the same dedication and excellence he's shown throughout his life. None of this would have been possible without the unwavering support of Dover-Sherborn, specifically Mr. Smith, Ms. Eccles, and Mrs. Sullivan, all being champions for us. Thank you. And to our parents and our brothers, Daniel and Ronan, your unconditional love allows us to believe anything is possible. May the endless 5 a.m. workouts, 12-mile rucks with 40-pound backpacks, constant leadership mastery and feedback of new tactical skills, and surviving on freeze-dried food will continue to develop your strength, integrity, courage, and discipline. Congratulations, Grant. I admire you, and I look forward to supporting you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lieutenant. Our next presenter this evening, representing the United States Air Force, is Lieutenant Colonel Allison DeSome from the United States Air Force. Lieutenant Colonel.
Good evening. My name is Lieutenant Colonel Allison DeSome, and I am honored to represent the United States Air and Space Forces in presenting the United States Air Force Academy Certificate of Appointment. Fewer than 1,200 applicants are accepted to the United States Air Force Academy each year out of more than 10,000 applicants. This prestigious appointment equates to more than $600,000, including a 4-year full-ride scholarship with intensive military and leadership training. To qualify for an appointment, students must demonstrate success over intense academics, physical fitness, service, leadership rigors. They must also earn a nomination from a member of Congress or a service-related nomination. The qualified few who are accepted and who graduate from the Academy will earn a Bachelor of Science degree and commission as an officer in the United States Air or Space Force. Luke plans to pursue a degree in biology, and he hopes to go on into the medical career field after graduation. On behalf of the United States Air Force Academy and the Director of Admissions, I am honored to present Luke Basada with an appointment to the Air Force Academy.
Thank you, Lieutenant Colonel. I have the pleasure of presenting the Ann and John Sorgan Nursing Scholarship. Ann Sorgan graduated from Boston City School of Nursing. She served in the Army Nurse Corps for 6 years. She received a BSN and an MED from Boston University. She taught maternal and child nursing at Mass General Hospital School of Nursing, Massasoit Community College, and was employed as an in-staff developer at Newton Wellesley Hospital. This award goes to a student who's been accepted into a nursing program at a state public college or university, and the student must have at least a 3.0 GPA. I'm very proud to announce this year's recipient, Blessing Amade. The Chase Hyde Memorial Scholarship. Chase Hyde was a student at Dover-Sherborn High School from 2010 to 2014. During his time at DS, Chase was known for his love for life, willingness to put himself out there, positive energy, and a compassion for fellow students. There was hardly a time you caught him without a smile on his face, and there wasn't a person in school that he hadn't given a high five to in the halls. He was a captain and a leader on his sports teams, an eager music lover, singing in the a cappella group, and an all-around socialite known for bringing people together. Chase continued to embrace his love for life even after DS while attending Trinity College. He became a member of a fraternity and embodied what it meant to be part of a family, always displaying his positive energy, reaching out a helping hand, and above all else, loving every moment of life. The Chase Hyde Memorial Scholarship is an annual scholarship that is awarded to a student or a set of students who embody the spirit of Chase Hyde. It's my pleasure to announce this year's recipients are the following: Ben Krellin, Audrey Capone, Bo Newmarker, and Eleanor Healy. Our next presenter is Social Studies Department Chair, Mr. Keith Kaplan, who will present the Daughters of the American Revolution Good Citizen Award. Mr. Kaplan.
Each year, the Daughters of the American Revolution recognize a senior who displays the qualities of dependability, service, leadership, patriotism, and good citizenship, both in school and in the larger community. This year's recipient, Lila Sermon, founded the peer mediation program at the middle school. In the high school, she founded and has run the community lunch program. She has served as student council secretary and provided student voice on a committee for our most recent hire of a history teacher. An exemplar of each of the qualities the DAR wishes to see in the winners of its award, she perhaps most stands out in terms of her dependability. Colgate will be lucky to have her study there, enriching that community for 4 years as a student and then forever as an alumnus. True, Lila has already been honored by the DAR ceremony, but please join me now in again congratulating this year's award recipient, Lila Sermon.
Our next presenter is J.R. Johnson, who will present on behalf of the Dover American Legion Post 209 Scholarship. Mr. Johnson.
Good evening, everybody. I'm J.R. Johnson. I'm the new commander of the Dover Legion. We're just downtown Dover, 32 Dedham Street. We're a patriotic veterans organization, and the main thing we do day to day is strengthen the community. That's our main goal, 99% of what we do. So we're looking for scholarship awardees that had the same goals as us. People that take initiative, show leadership, volunteerism, things like that. But enough about us, because we got 7 awardees tonight. So if you could come down as I call your name, and I'll give you an award and say a little bit about you. So the first up is Bo Newmarker.
Thank you.
Good thing. Here's a hard check. So Bo's, football, lacrosse captain, as I'm sure everybody knows. You got to be a leader to do those things. Take over the captain of a team. A lot of volunteer stuff too on the side. Flag football referee. He organized the trunk or treat for the first time. Runs multiple jobs in his spare time, and he's going to Colby College. So we're proud of you, Bo.
Thank you.
Next up is Romulo Latazzi. So Romulo is a cybersecurity whiz, and he's looking to do the same. Over last summer, he was at the Mass Bay Community College doing cybersecurity internship. He's been a camp counselor and a volunteer at the Dover Foundation. I think you've checked me out at Will's Hardware a couple times, so thank you for that. And he'll be going to Bridgewater State. Next up is McKinley DePaula. So McKinley is a horse riding whiz, and she gets up early in the mornings and she goes to the Dana Hall Riding Center. So anyone that's ever been in the military, whether you're a private or a general, at some point you've done the same type of things, you know, mop the floors, clean out the latrines. So there's solidarity there, especially early in the morning. She's also the associate school newspaper editor. She does a lot of tutoring and mentoring on the side, and she's going to Berry College, so congratulations. Next up is Stacy Liu. So Stacy has more activities than I can almost count. She works at the Boston Ski and Tennis Center. She's really into tennis, both the Dover Parks and Rec coaching. She coached last summer, the captain of the tennis team, so great job there, and she's recycled 700 tennis balls. Aside from that, she's in the Model UN, Community Service Club, National Honor Society, and Global Citizens Project, and she's going to the University of Michigan, Ann Arbor. Congratulations. Next up is David Grebenyuk. So David is a educational lab assistant in his spare time, and he attended the University of Maryland summer program. His GPA is off the charts. He's involved in the film club and the Jukender organization to help displaced families in need, and he'll be going to Brandeis. Congratulations. Next up is Nicholas Wang. So Nicholas, really impressive. He in high school started a startup, 3D environmental design work. He's also done a lot of volunteer stuff on the side, the Dover Council on Aging, the Dedham Food Pantry, and as far as club stuff, in school he's a member of the coding club. He's designed an app already, Apple app. Math team, art club, creative writing team. He does tennis, track and field, cross country. He's like just a well-rounded guy who takes initiative, and we're proud to have him. And he's going to, you said either Northeastern or Stony Brook. Have you decided yet? Stony Brook. Congratulations. And last but not least, Amber Nye. So Amber is also a startup extraordinaire. She's the yearbook editor, where she innovated by putting in whole new sections that I guess have never been put in a yearbook before. So doing new things there. She founded actually the volleyball club and the filmmaking club. And she also started up the Late Night Show on Dover-Sherborn television. So really impressive things. And she was also a little bit closer to home for us. She went to Girls State, which she got a scholarship from the American Legion Auxiliary, I believe it was last summer. So we're proud of you, and she's going to Brown University. Congratulations.
I have the pleasure of being the presenter for the Dover Firefighters Relief Fund Scholarship. The Dover Firefighters Relief Association is pleased to contribute a scholarship to a senior class student this year. The association would like to thank all the excellent applicants for this year's award. Consistent themes from all the candidates were a dedication to service and helping others. These priorities resonate with the association, and we are impressed by all the essays we received from this year's applicants. The Dover Firefighters Relief Association is excited to award the 2025 scholarship to Romolo Lutazzi. We wish him all the best as he continues his academic journey. Our next presenter is Cece Cook Tellier for the Dover Foundation Scholarship. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Cece Cook Tellier. I am the president of the Dover Foundation. I graduated from Dover-Sherborn 30 years ago, though it feels like just yesterday until I try to remember my locker combination. But then I heard you don't use lockers anymore. Our mission at the Dover Foundation is simple: to promote neighborliness and support the youth of Dover. And it's something we've been proud for doing for 78 years. Since 1947, we've sponsored this mission through our scholarship program, recognizing outstanding students who have not only excelled academically, but have also made meaningful contributions to our community. Tonight, we are especially proud to be awarding 7 scholarships. As a tradition, and because we all know someone would want to post this, when I call your name, please come up to accept your award and stay with us for a group photo. John Clark. Jack Kim. Romy Lotazzi. Amber Nye. Okay, thank you. Hi, congratulations. Just take a photo in just a minute. Catherine Pastor. Jessica Sullivan, who is absent this evening, and McKinley Diploma. Okay, so I'm just gonna take a photo real quick. Yes, squeeze together. Ready, 3, 2, 1, like I'm not gonna take a billion. Thank you very much, congratulations.
Our next presenter is Sergeant Ryan Manise for the Dover Police Association Award. Sergeant Manise.
Good evening. My name is Sergeant Manise from the Dover Police Department, and I'm going to present our annual scholarship award. This scholarship reflects our commitment not just to public safety, but to supporting the future of our community. Throughout the year, our department is proud to be part of events like the Dover Police Open House and Senior Breakfast, moments where we can connect with residents, students, and families. Each year, we invite graduating seniors to apply for the Dover Police Association Scholarship and share their stories, who they are, what they've overcome, and what they hope to achieve. These essays are evaluated by our association member, and a winner is chosen. It's with great pride that I present the 2025 Dover Police Department Scholarship to Ryan Lee. Congratulations.
I will now be presenting on behalf of the Dover PTO scholarships. On behalf of the Dover PTO, thank you all for being here tonight to celebrate such an extraordinary group of students. We are pleased to offer scholarships to 2 students who share their memories of Chickering and how their attendance at our school, whether for 1 year or several, has made a difference in their lives. Each year, we ask students to pause, reflect, and share how their time at Chickering has shaped who they are. Reading these submissions was a powerful reminder of why our school and this community matters so much. Some students spoke of the teachers who believed in them before they believed in themselves. Others wrote about friends who helped them find courage when they were new to school, or the quiet strength they discovered during challenges. Many shared memories of moments, both big and small, that helped them realize who they are and what they want to become. What we saw in these essays was more than just fond memories of recess or field trips. We saw growth. We saw gratitude. And we saw the unmistakable imprint of a school that cares deeply, not just about academics, but about nurturing kind, curious, resilient people. Chickering School is a place where children learn, laugh, grow, care, and make a difference. Each of the essays we read truly showed what it meant for these students. The impact of that kind of community doesn't just end in 5th grade, it lasts a lifetime. We are honored to present these awards to Annalise Loeffler and Evelyn Schneider. Congratulations. Our next presenter is Mr. Jack Wilson, representing the Dover-Sherborn Boosters Senior Recognition Awards. Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, everyone, and good evening, and congratulations to all the award and scholarship winners of this evening. I'm Jack Wilson, president of the Dover-Sherborn Boosters, and for those of you who don't know, the Boosters are a volunteer organization that's been around in some form or fashion since 1985. Our mission is to support DS student athletes, coaches, families, fans of athletics, and our communities. That support comes in many forms, from large, such as large capital projects like the original turf field in 2012, and thank you to all the residents of Dover and Sherborn who agreed to fund much needed replacement of the turf and the track, so thanks very much for that. To more recently, helping to support the new bleachers and press box, which I think had a pretty profound impact in the environment and the fun that we were having this year in at DS games. And things like ongoing coach training to make sure that our coaches are the best in the area and have the skills to really kind of compete in the ever-changing world of their sports. Equipment needs, things like fan buses, for instance, and coach buses for our sports teams that actually make it to the MIAA playoffs. Now, I've been lucky enough to be on the DS Boosters board for 4 years, and that's been a pretty cool 4 years. I mean, we've had a lot of success, a number of state championships, including this year the boys soccer team, who went to Worcester and won it all this year. And I'd like to think that maybe those student buses had a little bit of an impact on that, because I think if I'm not mistaken, the Norwell coach after the game actually pointed out the fact that the particularly loud and rowdy, I think as he put it, DS students actually helped to kind of push that team to success in the second half. So maybe the DS Boosters had just a little bit of a hand in that state championship, just a small one. Ultimately, participation in sports can have a profound and important impact on student athletes as they progress in their lives, right? From the physical benefit of regular exercise, to the inclusiveness of being part of a team, to the lasting psychological and power impact of pushing yourself mentally and physically to get to a place you never thought possible. All of which help prepare student athletes and especially seniors for that, those next important milestones in their lives, which right around the corner is going to be college. And that's why I'm here, is to present 6 scholarship awards to an impressive group of student athletes. So first, I'd like to call up, and if you could just stay for a second and we'll take a photo. I'd like to call up Theo Allen. Congratulations. Next, Laura Green. Next is Jack Martin, speaking of soccer. Next, I'd like to call up Lily Page. Next, Evie Schneider. And next, Sarah Worcester. So please join me again in congratulating these 6 impressive DS student athletes. I'm going to get in with you. This is my last year on the Blue Shirts. I want to relish. All right, thank you.
Our next presenter is Mr. Mike Klein on behalf of the Dover-Sherborn Cable Television Robert DeFusco Memorial Award. Mr. Klein.
This year, the Dover-Sherborn Cable Access Corporation is proud to present the annual Robert L. DeFusco Memorial Award to someone who's helped us tremendously during her time at DS. This person was a key production assistant during the filming of Sherborn's 350th anniversary rockumentary. She also helped us at many DS High sporting events, which have been viewed and valued by many people in and outside of our community. This person also created the aforementioned late-night talk show, The Late Nye Show, which was wildly popular among many of her fellow students. Though we are excited for her as she prepares to attend Brown University, we will miss her greatly. This year's recipient of our award is Amber Nye.
Our next presenter is Athletic Director Emily Sullivan, who will present the Dover-Sherborn Raider 3-Sport Athlete of the Year and the Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete of the Year.
Thank you. First, I would like to award the Female Raider Athlete of the Year Award of 2025. This is awarded to the outstanding senior female athlete who has demonstrated proficiency, dedication, leadership, and sportsmanship in the Raider tradition in 3 sports their senior year. This student athlete is a 3-sport student athlete in field hockey, gymnastics, and outdoor track and field. She was also a captain on both the gymnastics and outdoor track and field teams. She was also a starter for the field hockey team this fall that advanced on the MIAA Division III Elite 8 round. This spring, impressively, she won a national championship with Team Massachusetts in gymnastics in Fort Lauderdale. I asked Coach Rob Mosier from track and field about this student, and he said, she is a fantastic competitor, always wondering what more she can do to be better and to better her team. While she is one of the most athletic and well-rounded student athletes in the senior class, I know her personally as someone who is so gracious and thankful for the work that her coaches, administration, support staff, and even the officials are doing. She never goes a practice or a game or even a day without thanking others, smiling, and brightening up my day with a quick conversation in the hallways or on the fields. Her field hockey coaches even once told me after a game, we are really going to miss her. Her personality is irreplaceable. We are excited to see all that she accomplishes as she attends Gettysburg College to run track and field. I'm excited to honor the Female Raider Athlete of the Year to Emma Martin. Next up, I would like to award the Male Raider Athlete of the Year Award of 2025. This is also awarded to the outstanding senior male athlete who has demonstrated proficiency, dedication, leadership, and sportsmanship in the Raider tradition in 3 sports throughout their senior year. This student athlete is a 3-sport student athlete in cross country, basketball, and lacrosse. He's also a captain in all 3 of these sports. He earned TVL All-Star status in lacrosse and cross country this year, and he won the Attitude Award in basketball, which is awarded to a player that shows great leadership and impacts winning. His basketball coach, Rick Grady, described him as someone who is hardworking, tough, and a dependable competitor. He said that Grant achieved the rare and impressive honor of being a 3-sport captain, earning the deep respect of his coaches and teammates. He is the kind of person any coach would be proud of to have leading their program. Now, I know this student pretty well. A student plays 12 sports throughout their high school career. You get to know them pretty well. He also did his senior project with me this spring with another student. So I have quite a few stories about this student. Some impressive goal-winning stories, but I'd like to share one. Because he is so humble, I know he'll be able to take this. One of my favorite stories was really showed his growth. As his freshman, he came in a little disheveled, a little disorganized, a great runner, and he showed up to school meet day without his cross-country uniform. Now, his mother, Katie, who I've gotten to know very well, brought it in, as most freshman parents do, in a nice little bag and said, "I love you so much that I will never do this again." And she never did. And I think that really speaks to Grant so much, although that is quite silly. It really just shows how much he's grown up. I think that's what I'm most proud of him for, is just his growth throughout the past 4 years. He's really turned into a dependable, honorable young man who has great character. In addition to being a committed 3-sport student athlete, he is mature, personable, and humble. It's no coincidence that he is following in his sister's footsteps, who also won this award. It is my honor to award our Male Raider Athlete of the Year to Grant Sullivan. Next, I will award the Female Student Athlete Award of 2025, which is awarded to one female student athlete who has combined academic excellence with a strong commitment to the Dover-Sherborn athletic program. This 3-sport student athlete and captain in cross country, swim and dive, and girls tennis. She has also been a 3-sport captain throughout both her junior and senior years, something I've actually never seen done before since I've been here. Her senior year success on the field, pool, and court has been nothing short of excellent, an adjective many of her teachers also used to describe her academic career. Her cross-country team this year went 3-2 in the regular season and placed 4th at the MIAA Division II-C divisionals. Her swim and dive team went 8-0 and were TVL champions for the first time in school history, and they placed 2nd at South Sectionals and 4th at States, which were the best finishes in school history. And she is currently playing number 2 doubles for the girls tennis team, and they are 18-0 TVL champions and playing for a Final Four this weekend. She has also earned TVL All-Star and honorable mention status in all 3 of her sports. Her 3 teams this year have compiled a 29-2 record overall. Excellence follows whatever this student athlete is a part of in her sports. In the classroom, and most importantly, she's just an excellent human being. Her tennis coach, Coach T, said, "She's one of the most authentic and special people I know." Congratulations to our female Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award winner, Laura Green. And lastly, I would like to honor the Male Student Athlete Award of 2025. This is awarded to one male student athlete who has combined academic excellence along with a strong commitment to the Dover-Sherborn athletic program. This student athlete is a 2-sport student athlete and 2-sport captain, competing on the golf and alpine teams, and was also a 2-sport all-star, along with being a 2-sport league champion in both golf and alpine. His golf coach, John Kirby, stated, "In almost my 50 years of coaching, I have never had an individual who exhibited such leadership, kindness, passion for the sport, and caring for his fellow teammates that you showed us every day." This student is not only incredibly hardworking in the classroom, on the golf course, and on the slopes, but he's also incredibly team-oriented. He has faced adversity through injury and always remained about the team, whether on the field or on the sidelines. I know him to be incredibly kind, soft-spoken, and humble. His teachers and coaches alike all think of him in the highest regard. And the common theme about him is that his character is unmatched. The combination of his athletic commitments, success on the course and the slopes, and the amount of work that he has put into schoolwork is nothing short of incredible. We are very proud of him and excited to follow his career as he heads to Duke. And it is my honor to award the Male Dover-Sherborn Student Athlete Award to Grant Mayer.
I have the pleasure of presenting the Elizabeth Kennedy Memorial Scholarship. The Elizabeth Kennedy Memorial Scholarship is an award presented in memory of Elizabeth Kennedy, who was a beloved guidance counselor at DS for many decades. Elizabeth always advocated for her students. To honor her legacy, the recipient must exemplify compassion, perseverance, and most of all, integrity. It gives me great pleasure to present this year's scholarship to Lila Sermon. Our next presenter is Ms. Diane Green, who is the president of the Friends of the Performing Arts, who will present the Music and Drama Awards. Ms. Green. And Ms. Sermon joining her.
Good evening. I am Diane Green, president of the Dover-Sherborn Friends of the Performing Arts.
And I'm Wesley Sermon, secretary of FOPA.
FOPA hosts the Jazz Brunch and the Chulka Cafe to raise funds to support Dover-Sherborn's choral, drama, and instrumental programs. In addition to providing grants for workshops, master classes, transportation to competitions, capital equipment, and lots of pizza and desserts for receptions, FOPA provides annual scholarships to Dover-Sherborn High School seniors who have excelled in the performing arts during their high school career. We are honored tonight to recognize 7 seniors who have been actively involved in the performing arts throughout their high school years and have distinguished themselves not only because of their scholarship in the performing arts, but also because each of them have been leaders in their respective performing arts groups. They are truly talented and dedicated individuals, many of whom I have had the privilege of knowing over the past 4 years. My hope is that they will continue to make music, dance, and theater part of their lives in college and beyond. Wesley and I are pleased to award this year's Performing Arts Scholarships to these deserving Dover-Sherborn seniors.
Tonight, we are honored to recognize talented and dedicated seniors who have excelled in and made significant contributions to the performing arts program during their time at DS High School. The award recipients are chosen by our performing arts faculty. FOPA members and parents are not involved in the selection process. As the names of award recipients are called, please come down to receive your award and please remain until all the names are announced so that we can get a group picture. The Ricky Lombardo Theater Awards are given in honor of a former DS faculty member, Ricky Lombardo, who directed the high school musicals for more than 30 years. These awards are presented to those seniors who have taken on leadership roles or made significant contributions to our theater productions during their time at Dover-Sherborn High School. I am pleased to announce the Lombardo Theater Award in recognition of achievements in dramatic theater to Miranda Sabla. Congratulations. I am pleased to announce the Lombardo Theater Awards in recognition of achievements in musical theater to Annie Loeffler and Maz Alvi.
I am pleased to present the Vocal Performance and Leadership Award. This award is given to those seniors who have excelled in vocal performance and who have taken on a leadership role in our choral or a cappella groups. In recognition of achievement in vocal performance and leadership, we are pleased to announce that this year's award recipients are Serena Barinello, Laura Green, and Gabriella Schroeder. Lastly, the Menino Scholarship Award honors Alfred Menino, a former instrumental music director at Dover-Sherborn High School, and is awarded to the senior musician who has made significant contributions to the music department through their attitude and participation in the concert band, jazz band, and/or musical stage productions. In recognition of her overall contributions to the music department, we are pleased to announce that this year's award recipient of the Menino Scholarship Award is Yasmin Nee. Congratulations to all of our award recipients, and many thanks for contributing to the Friends of Performing Arts and making these scholarships possible. Let's have a huge round of applause for our award recipients. Should we give them a Thank you.
Our next presenter is Mr. Jeff Herman, Fine and Performing Arts Department Chair, who will present the John Philip Sousa Band Award and the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award. Mr. Herman.
Good evening, everyone. The John Philip Sousa Band Award is in recognition of outstanding achievement and interest in instrumental music, for singular merit in loyalty and cooperation, and for displaying those high qualities of conduct that school instrumental music requires. This John Philip Sousa Band Award is hereby presented to Gabriel Goldstein. And the Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is in recognition of outstanding achievements in the field of jazz, as demonstrated through superior musicianship, character, and individual creativity. And this Louis Armstrong Jazz Award is hereby presented to Yasmin Nee.
Our next presenters are Miss Maureen Haswell and Quincy Knapp, who will present the Friends of the Sherborn Library Award.
Hello, everybody. The Friends of the Sherborn Library is a nonprofit group dedicated to fundraising for the library in order to provide programming, performers, speakers, museum passes, and student awards. The Friends of the Library Student Award was established nearly 4 decades ago. It goes to graduating Dover-Sherborn students who showed interest in librarianship and academic achievements.
The library relies heavily on our student aides, who are an integral part of our team. They are involved in the daily operations, from maintaining the physical collection, assisting patrons, to working on a variety of projects year-round. They help us provide a welcoming place for everyone.
Student aides who are reliable, diligent, and conscientious receive this award upon their graduation. It has been an honor to be your supervisor. Thank you for all you've done for the library, and we're honored to congratulate you with this award. This year, the student awards go to our graduating seniors, Selena Lynn, Jack Kozlowski, and Lauren Gong.
Will you guys come over here and we'll take a picture together? Thanks.
Our next presenters are Brian Tosi, Madison Fletterjohn, and Emily Van Reen for the Caitlin Tosi Foundation Scholarship.
It has only been 5 years since Caitlin has been gone, even though it feels like so much longer. With her infectious laugh and strong personality, Caitlin's presence was inescapable. Caitlin is a 2012 graduate of Dover-Sherborn, and with this annual Caitlin Tosi Scholarship, our hope is to keep her spirit and her memory alive, not only to those who knew her and who loved her, but to everybody in the Dover-Sherborn community, where Caitlin lived and where her family continues to live today.
My sister, Caitlin, made a tremendous impact on each of us. She certainly left me with tons of memories of laughter, mischief, and great times. Our goal is to have Caitlin's legacy live on, making a positive contribution to the life of another Dover-Sherborn graduate. Although you never had the opportunity to meet her, it is our hope that you will honor Caitlin's memory by striving to be your best self, even in the most difficult of times.
With that being said, we hope to make a positive impact and honor my sister Caitlin's memory by announcing the graduate from the Dover-Sherborn class of 2025 and the recipient of the Caitlin Tosi Scholarship, Reese Perdoni. Best of wishes for an exciting future at the University of New Hampshire and everything beyond.
Our next presenters are Mila Clark and Kate Potter, who will be presenting the Metco Awards.
Good evening. I'm Kate Potter, and I'm joined by Mila Clark. We are the co-presidents of the Dover-Sherborn Metco Scholarship Fund. Our fund began in 2017 when a group of community members came together with the goal of supporting our Dover-Sherborn Metco students after graduation. An anonymous donor gave us $15,000 to start. We are a 501c3 run and organized by a board of volunteers and funded by private donations for which we are deeply grateful. Since 2017, we have grown the fund to over $150,000 and have given over 30 scholarships to graduating seniors. In the last 3 years, we were able to expand our mission to support Dover-Sherborn Metco graduates who are in a college or post-high school program.
Supporting our Metco students as they embark on the next step in their education reinforces our commitment to them. These scholarships go to graduating seniors in the Metco program who have demonstrated leadership and community service and have shown a commitment to education in their Boston and Dover-Sherborn communities. We are so excited to watch you on your journey. This year, we are pleased to announce the following award recipients from the Dover-Sherborn Metco Scholarship Fund. I don't know if they're here.
Blessing Amade, Jaron Carter, and Aubrey King.
Our next presenter is our Assistant Principal, Mr. Timothy O'Mara, who will be presenting the Middlesex Savings Charitable Foundation Scholarship. Mr. O'Mara.
The Middlesex Savings Charitable Foundation Scholarship is a scholarship for area high school seniors who have been committed to their studies and also active in the community. The Middlesex Savings Charitable Foundation awards several annual scholarships of $1,000 each to students who have significantly improved their academic performance and demonstrated perseverance in making changes in their lives that have had a positive impact on their future. This year's recipient is Arman Kirakosian.
Our next presenters are Jen and Drew Bingham, who will be presenting the Owen P. Bingham Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jennifer Bingham, And this scholarship is given in loving memory of my son, Owen Bingham, who was the Dover-Sherborn class of 2022. Our family and this school and the community lost Owen in the spring of his senior year in February. Like Owen, this youth carries an unparalleled enthusiasm for Dover-Sherborn, the school, and the community. In our world of increasing polarization and intolerance, this individual strives to be a force for betterment and exemplifies the kindness and inclusivity that my son Owen lived every day with everyone that he touched. Above all, the recipient of this scholarship interacts with the world from a place of humor and wholeheartedness. This person was chosen because, like Owen, this boy's leadership has made him stand out from the crowd. And we know that he will continue to use all of his attributes to be an engaged citizen for the greatest good. Owen's greatest gift was how he made people feel. And this year, the Owen Bingham Scholarship is awarded to Luca Mariano.
Our next presenters are Kara McDermott and Irene Sarantis Basali, who will present on behalf of the Pine Hill CSA Scholarship.
Thank you. We are here today representing the Pine Hill CSA, the parent-teacher organization at Pine Hill Elementary in Sherborn. While most of our support goes toward current students and teachers at Pine Hill, we also have a special tradition of awarding scholarships to 2 seniors who are Pine Hill alums. We asked interested scholarship applicants to submit a short essay addressing the Pine Hill core values, which are respect and concern for others, personal responsibility, and excellence in learning, and how the students have exemplified these values since leaving Pine Hill. Our board then reviewed the multiple entries and voted on their favorite 2, which was not an easy task. Both students who were chosen impressed us with their commitment to service, their achievements inside and outside of school, their leadership, and their embodiment of the Pine Hill values. We wish them all the best in their journeys ahead, and please join us in giving congratulations to our winners, Lauren Gong and Miller Jacobus. I want to take a picture. Okay. Yes, that would be great. Thank you so much. Here. He's going to talk. Thank you.
Just me again. All righty. Our next award is the Richard J. Wakely Memorial Scholarship. This scholarship is provided through the generosity of an anonymous donor to celebrate the legacy of Richard J. Wakely, a beloved former guidance director and headmaster of Dover-Sherborn High School. It is presented to a graduating senior who possesses integrity and strong morals and who has consistently worked hard. This year's winner is David Faria. The Roger William Boylan Scholarship. The Roger William Boylan Memorial Scholarship is awarded by the Boylan family to a student who has shown growth and achievement during their high school years and plans to pursue study in the liberal arts. This year's recipient is Gia Priori. The Sherborn Dollars for Scholars is a local chapter of the national organization Scholarship America. They have been awarding Sherborn students for the past 60 years, and it is their mission to help students meet the ever-increasing costs of college. As a 501c3 organization, they are funded entirely through the generous contributions of Sherborn residents. This year's recipients are Douglas Welsh and Dean Trong. The Sherborn Lions Club Scholarship. This deserving senior joined the Sherborn Leos Club several years ago as vice president, and in the last 2 years has served as president. The Sherborn Leos Club has had an incredibly active and inspiring season to get dedicated to spreading kindness, creativity, and support to all those who need it most. With a strong focus on service and community outreach, the Leos Club delivered art supplies to Tommy's Place in Falmouth, Mass., a special vacation home for children with terminal cancer and their families. They also continued the successful Art in a Bag project, distributing art supplies to hundreds of low-income children through A Place to Turn in Natick. They also donated much-needed supplies to victims of the hurricane in North Carolina. For her time, effort, leadership, and dedication to the Sherborn Leos and those who are in need, we are pleased to offer the Sherborn Lions Scholarship to Molly Malloy.
Our next presenter is Officer Matt Mitchell, who will present on behalf of the Sherborn Police Association Scholarship. Mr. Mitchell.
Hi, I'm Matt Mitchell with the Sherborn Police Department. Congrats to the whole class of 2025. Nights like these are where you get recognized for all your hard work, know it's appreciated, know it's recognized. Hopefully you recognize that work's not done. I think all the adults in this room hope you realize that, and we're all excited to see what successes you become. On behalf of the Sherborn Police Association, I have the honor of presenting this award. We accept essays, cover letters, and essays from any graduate from any town, any graduate of DS 2025 class. We've obviously looked for some qualities in kids that we would look for in ourselves as police officers: integrity, honesty, those things. This individual this time kind of showed two that are becoming more and more important, I think, and the first is growth. I think to be a police officer, successful police officer this day and age, you got to show growth. You constantly have to be growing and willing to improve and adapt to the community around you. This individual somehow raised a 3.53 GPA to another 10th of a point higher, which is unbelievable to me. The other is, which I think may be more important in today's day and age, is a confidence in what you're doing. A sense of purpose, if you will. This individual detailed in his essay why I believe and why the Sherborn Police Association believed he's going to be a success in everything that he's going to attempt to do in his life. Also helpful if they mention something as far as an interest in law enforcement. This individual said he'll be studying biochemistry with a focus on forensics at Brandeis. He mentioned a lecture from an FBI agent when he was younger that got him interested in it, and which is a great thing because, like everything else, my profession is developing into more and more technology, and most of the cops I know can barely turn on a computer. So it's my honor on behalf of the Sherborn Police Association to award the scholarship to David Grebenyuk.
I have the honor of presenting the Latterman Family Scholarship. The Latterman Family Scholarship is given in loving memory of Julian Latterman. Julian loved life and appreciated opportunities to learn in all that he did. His ability to adapt to new situations and enjoy all those he met along the way defined his character and his kindness. The scholarship is awarded to 2 students each year. The goal of the scholarship is to encourage awardees to continue to educate themselves about the world and the people around them, to seek opportunities to push themselves and to embrace challenges with a positive outlook on life. I'm proud to announce this year's recipients, Annalise Loeffler and John Clark. The Thomas L. Marlborough Memorial Scholarship. Tom Marlborough was employed by Dover-Sherborn Regional High School, where he taught industrial arts and became the head football coach from 1966 to 1971. He performed a myriad of additional duties for the 2 towns, serving as summer director of the Dover Playground, coaching junior varsity baseball, and working as the athletic director at Dover-Sherborn. Mr. Marlborough went on to earn his master's degree in educational administration, which he received from Framingham State University. He then served as the assistant headmaster at the high school from 1971 until his retirement in 1996. When he became an administrator, he was asked to relinquish his football coaching duties, and after 3 years, he came back to coach again from 1975 to 1978. His teams won 2 Tri-Valley League titles during his tenures as head coach, and he was an inaugural inductee into the Dover-Sherborn Hall of Fame. For those of you who attended Dover-Sherborn several years back, he was also known as The Rock. It's my pleasure to present this year's recipient, Paoli Delaney. I would now ask our Special Education Director, Ms. Tori Sulzer, to come forward to present the Individualized Studies Awards. Ms. Sulzer.
I have 2 Individualized Studies Awards to present. This student is a soft-spoken, endearing, conscientious, and intelligent young woman with an encompassing set of skills that provide a solid foundation for learning. She is an insightful thinker and creative writer with strong critical thinking skills. An engaging and dynamic oral speaker, she makes astute comments and elevates the direction of her class discussions. This student has the ability to convey complex themes, as she is well-read and a thorough researcher. She values each learning experience for what it can offer. Her curiosity, strong memory skills, and love for graphic design, art, and poetry make her a student who appreciates beauty in many forms. This will continue to benefit her as she studies both creative writing and psychology at Wheaton College. We therefore wish to recognize Addison Hirsch for the Individualized Studies Award. Best of luck in your future endeavors. This student began her high school journey as quiet and reserved, but has grown into a confident, determined young woman. When she sets her mind to something, she works hard, takes initiative, and knows when to ask for support. Her perseverance, ambition, and positive attitude will serve her well in her future studies and career. She now actively participates in class discussions and isn't afraid to take the lead when she is confident with the material. Her respectful, kind, and upbeat presence has made a lasting impact on her peers and teachers alike. We are proud to recognize Aubrey King for the other Individualized Studies Award and look forward to seeing you do all the amazing things you'll accomplish. Best of luck in all you do, Aubrey.
We will begin our academic awards with our English Department Chair, Ms. Gretchen Donahue.
Good evening. Other students look up to this student, and it's no mystery as to why. She approaches everything she does, in or out of the classroom, with insight, integrity, curiosity, and compassion. When reviewing her work over the past 4 years, it's apparent she loves language, its power, its subtlety, and its beauty. I think there's no better way to show you this love than through sharing some of her writing. In her junior year inquiry essay, she pondered issues in modern education in writing. Some people consider themselves to be above the fray. They allow themselves to intellectually withdraw from issues they believe do not affect them. They simply want the status of being educated more than an education. She ultimately urges us to be curious about all the issues in our community, whether they directly impact us or not. Her perspicacious insights are not only focused outward on her community, but also focused inward, as she brings the same level of cognizance when self-reflecting on her own life. Early on in her senior class, she affirmed her passion for reading. She wrote, "Reading takes patience because comprehension is a gradual process, and we cannot develop meaningful perspectives without sustained reflection. I think it's due to the power of books to expand our viewpoints that they are crucial, maybe now more than ever. Books offer us an exercise in intellectual stamina that we don't often get out of our everyday lives anymore." Her creative writing was equally powerful. As a contributor to Runes, the school's literary magazine, she wrote this beautiful sentence: "The flame behind her eye wavers, and suddenly he worries that he's watching a life reduced itself to a legacy, at risk of burning out in plain sight." As the senior editor of Runes, the advisor, Ms. Samoiloff, noted that her aptitude as a leader in Runes was apparent from day one, as well as her thoughtfulness. Her leadership and passion for life outside the classroom were also seen as the editor for the school newspaper, the DS Press. The advisor, Mr. Esterbrook, noted that she helped revive the DS Press and made many contributions to the issues, including an article about the NHS speaker, Shiva Saram, on education for peace, as well as several engaging interviews with people in our school community. When given the chance to craft an argument prompt centered on a quote or a concept, she chose a quote from Beat poet Charles Bukowski. "If something burns your soul with purpose and desire, it's your duty to be reduced to ashes by it." The entire English department believes she will go on to do great things, as her soul most certainly burns with purpose and desire. I am pleased to announce this year's English Award winner is Gia Priori. And I'm happy to announce the Fine and Performing Arts Department Chair, Jeff Herman.
Hi, I'm back, everyone. I had the great privilege of announcing the band awards earlier and was very honored by the Friends of the Performing Arts honoring the rest of our performing arts students, both in drama and chorus, that create an amazing community both before school, in school, and after school. But now I have the great privilege of representing our visual arts staff, who Miss Blaze and Mr. Buck and Mrs. Wright are giving out the Visual Art Award and wrote this on the behalf of this fabulous student. The recipient of this year's Senior Visual Art Award is a thoughtful, committed, and compassionate student. Their creative curiosity and engagement with both faculty members and fellow students makes them a dynamic presence in the art room. There is a phrase in the art world attributed to Pablo Picasso. Inspiration exists, but it has to find you working. This speaks to this artist's commitment not only to the final result of an artwork, but the process. This artist demonstrated a clear commitment to personal growth through artistic achievement and was always eager to explore new tools and techniques. Over the years, this student expanded their skill set by taking a wide range of art electives offered at Dover-Sherborn, including ceramics, graphic design, silk screen printing, 2D art, and both pre-AP and AP art. During their time at DS, this artist could often be found working through DRs and senior privilege blocks, seeking out feedback from art teachers that they no longer had in class. The desire to receive an outside opinion demonstrates true courage because the work would truly need to speak for itself. This student was never afraid of that level of discourse. They knew it was a necessary step in becoming a better artist. Outside of class time, this student has lent their creative talents to various projects. As part of the town of Sherborn's 350th birthday celebration, they helped create a life-size portrait of a local historical figure. This year, they completed a 20-piece AP art portfolio exploring how color and texture reflect emotional attachments to memories. Their work immerses viewers into delicately crafted worlds by tapping into a reflective analysis of the complexity of human emotions. They bring the sometimes intangible yet vital details of an experience to the forefront. Next year, this student will continue to pursue art at the School of the Art Institute of Chicago. So we are pleased to present this year's Visual Art Award to Emerson Hirsch.
We'll now ask that Ms. Allison Collins, Mathematics Department Chair, please come forward to present the Mathematics Award.
Hi, everyone. The recipient of this year's Math Award is someone who has proven their ability as a mathematician through their performance in our classes, through our math team, and on competitive math exams. Mr. Bridger, who taught this student AP Calculus BC, said they love to share mathematical ideas and problems and always bring great joy and warmth to the classroom because they are always looking for new connections. Mr. Ryan, who taught this student in AP Statistics, commented that they brought a new level of understanding to the material, evidenced by their questions and comments in class. They were a real deep thinker. When I taught this student as a 9th grader, they used to give me problems to solve at the end of our tests, which were often more like puzzles. In fact, they gave Mr. Bridger and Mr. Ryan additional problems to complete as well. And we all looked forward to these bits of wisdom or challenge, and a challenge they were. I don't think I solved them all, but I loved reading them. And I love that they gave me questions on my test. They have a real excitement around problem solving. It's infectious. But where this recipient truly set themselves apart from the rest was their participation and performance on DS's math team in local meets, as well as in national competition exams. In math meets throughout their high school career, competing against 35 districts in southeastern Massachusetts, they were the overall top scorer in 10th grade, the only person in 35 districts to have a perfect score in 11th grade, and came in second in 12th grade. But I'm pretty sure this is only because they missed a meet, and the reason why they missed a meet was to take a different competition-based test. Let me tell you more about that. All 4 years of high school, they participated in the American Mathematics Competition. And 11th grade scored within the top 5% in the country. This qualified them to take a second invitational exam and then a third, called the Mathematics Olympiad. Based on their performance last year, they qualified to compete in additional series of exams this year over the fall, winter, and spring, one of which was during a math meet. They would sit at my desk in the math office completing 4.5-hour exams. And they did this many times. I didn't count, but I think it's like 6 or 8. All right, when all was said and done, their compilation of work proved that they are one of the top 6 high school mathematicians in the country. They will be flying to Australia to compete internationally this summer as a representative of the United States. I've never seen anything like it. So as a department, we agreed that this student is truly exceptional. I personally feel very fortunate to have been their teacher. In fact, they told me that they used something I taught them, the Descartes rule of signs, on one of their many competition exams. I was excited and proud. Their achievement within our school, as well as nationally and soon internationally, leaves me in awe. They have a great career in mathematics in front of them. It is a privilege to give this year's Mathematics Award, as well as a plaque recognizing their status as a member of the U.S. International Mathematics Olympiad team, to Karn Chutinen. And now I introduce Mr. Chris Lavosser to give the Science Awards.
Tonight, I'll be giving out 3 awards on behalf of the Science Department. The first award I will present is the Biology Award. This year's Biology Award honors a student who brings both insight and energy to every science class. I had the pleasure of teaching her last year in AP Chemistry, where she distinguished herself as an exceptional student. In AP Biology this year, she continued to excel, bringing creativity, clarity, and a genuine passion for learning to each assignment. Her positive attitude and sense of humor add warmth to the classroom, and she approaches every challenge with focus and enthusiasm. I'm proud to recognize Lily Hatfield as this year's Biology Award recipient. Congratulations. The recipient of this year's Chemistry Award is a dedicated and thoughtful student who brought both intellectual depth and genuine curiosity to her chemistry classes. She frequently explored topics beyond the scope of the curriculum, demonstrating a strong desire to understand chemistry more deeply and make meaningful connections. She is a strong collaborator who earns the respect of her teachers and classmates through her maturity and determination. Please join me in congratulating Dylan Sobel, the winner of this year's Chemistry Award. Congratulations. Lastly, the Physics Award. In physics this year, one student stood out for his sharp intellect, determination, and love of learning. He is bright and motivated, approaching both experimental work and theoretical challenges with impressive skill and insight. Along with his intellect, he is kind, mature, and consistently brings a thoughtful, positive attitude to classes. His strong work ethic and calm leadership have made a lasting impression on those around him. It is my honor to present this year's Physics Award to Grant Mayer. Now I'd like to introduce the Social Studies Department Chair, Mr. Keith Kaplan.
So, this year, the Social Studies Award is being awarded to a student who has excelled all 4 years in history and government classes. When asked to describe this student, teachers had several quite similar comments about her. All described her as an exemplary student, a true scholar, a standout. All saw her as someone who commits herself fully to her studies, not simply focused on the pursuit of top marks. They noted that she brings an impressive amount of analysis, reflection, and introspection to her written work. She also brings intellectual rigor and insight to every discussion. One of my colleagues even ranked her as among the very best in his 34 years as a teacher, a sharp critical thinker, an extraordinary communicator, and a student whose contributions consistently elevate the learning of those around her. Her teachers also had plenty of good things to say about her humanity, her sense of humor, and her baking skills. Her teachers saw her as thoughtful, compassionate, and nurturing. She has various talents and readily considers various perspectives. Outside the classroom, she distinguished herself last year by becoming the first student from DS ever to win an award at Harvard Model UN, and to win another award this year, another first. This year, she also stood out on the mock trial team with a commanding opening statement while playing a vital role as an attorney, in the words of her advisor. We're all thrilled that she will continue to pursue change, beginning with documenting how things are as her first step to changing things to what they could be. Please join me in congratulating this year's Social Studies Award recipient, Miranda Savla. I'd like to call upon the Technology and Engineering Department Chair to present the Golden Hammer Award and some other stuff to you.
Good evening. This year's Computer Science Award is presented to an exceptional student who has consistently demonstrated a deep passion for computer science throughout their high school career. From being part of our inaugural AP Computer Science A class to actively participating in the robotics team, they have not only expanded their knowledge in various programming languages and engineering principles, but have also applied knowledge from subjects like BC Calculus and Physics. This student consistently goes above and beyond, exemplifying critical thinking, collaboration, leadership, and proactive approaches to problem solving. They are a quiet yet powerful force, investing considerable effort into their passions and consistently seeking opportunities to learn and to innovate. This year's Computer Science Award is presented to Daniel Spillman. At this point, I would typically give the Golden Hammer Award, which has been usually given to a student who's taken both the industrial tech and the engineering course. But this year I had somebody in engineering that was a standout and didn't take the IT class, so we're mixing it up a little bit. We're giving an engineering award. So this year's Senior Award in Engineering is presented to a student who didn't need to be the loudest in the room to make the biggest impact. From day one, this student brought a quiet consistency, showing up, staying focused, and putting real thought into every assignment. Their work was not just good, it was reliably excellent. And as the year went on, their presence became something that the entire class could count on. When we began the arcade project, his confidence showed. He naturally stepped into a leadership role, guiding his group, solving problems while under pressure, and helping others without ever being asked. Classmates began to look to him not just for help, but for inspiration. This award isn't just for the quality of his work, which was outstanding, but for the way he carried himself, with focus, humility, and the kind of critical thinking mindset that sets a true engineer apart. This year's Engineering Award is being presented to Simon Hart. And it is my pleasure to introduce Ms. Laura McGovern with the Wellness Department.
Good evening, everyone. The Wellness Award recognizes that students are interconnected in their learning and life, and that their academic success is deeply intertwined with their emotional, social, and mental health. I'd like to share a few messages from the Wellness Department about this year's recipient. Mr. Lucille shared, she's always full of energy, pushing herself and everyone around her to do their best. Her positivity and leadership made wellness classes consistently captivating, always volunteering to demonstrate, taking chances, and digesting the content with genuine curiosity. Mrs. Healy shared, she has gone above and beyond for all of the courses she has taken in wellness, whether it was creating a vinyasa flow for yoga class, making a music video in Dance Dance Take a Chance, or conducting high-quality workouts in our muscle fitness class. She always brings her A game. Recently, this student was a student representative at the Massachusetts Association for Health and Physical Education, Recreation and Dance, a conference highlighting her dance presentations with Mrs. Healy for an audience of over 100 health and physical educators. For myself, this is a student who I can ask to accompany me to Needham High School for the purpose of sharing our wellness curricula and programming with 5 minutes notice, and she said sure. Her unwavering confidence, her flexible thinking, and willingness to take a chance, all with a smile, truly makes this student unique. Julie Vaughn, my wish for you is that you continue to live a life full of passion and purpose. I would now like to welcome up World Language Department Chair, Mr. Jeff Ferris.
Good evening. One of the advantages of being one of the last presenters is you learn that students who are successful in one area are often successful in world language as well. Each year, the World Language Department gives an award for the top student for each language. I asked each student's senior teacher to provide a snippet or blurb describing why this student was chosen as the top student in the language they teach. Let's begin. For Chinese, from a quiet and unsure freshman to a confident, compassionate senior, she has grown into a true bridge builder across cultures. Her empathy, diligence, and willingness to help others have touched our community deeply. With her grace and strength, she reminds us that understanding one another is the first step toward peace. She is truly deserving of this honor. The recipient of this year's award in Chinese is Amber Nai. In French, the recipient of the French award is an exemplary language student. She is naturally curious, easily grasps the French language and its many subtleties, then challenges herself to use what she learns in speaking and writing. She is humble and modest, never seeking attention for her many accomplishments. Not only an excellent student, she is kind, patient, and passionate about justice and compassionate towards everyone. Indeed, she exemplifies the very best that Dover-Sherborn has to offer. The recipient of this year's award in French is Dylan Sobel. For Latin, the recipient of this year's Latin Award has shown consistent dedication to learning Latin over the last 4 years, acquiring a strong understanding of the language and its structure. What is perhaps most commendable about this student is that she did her very best work of high school during the second semester of senior year. So no senior slide. The recipient of this year's award in Latin is Miranda Savla. For Spanish. The recipient's ability to communicate in Spanish is impressive. Not only did this student receive the highest grade in the AP Spanish class, but also demonstrated outstanding command of the language and passion to learn about the culture. Throughout the year, this student has been an insightful contributor to class discussion with outstanding enthusiasm and dedication. Now, being a Spanish teacher, I don't get the opportunity to get to know, as students, the Latin, French, or Chinese students. But the Spanish student, oftentimes, I've had them at least once or twice, in this case, twice, freshman year, junior year. And I completely agree with this description, an excellent Spanish student. And I was thinking, I don't know down in North Carolina, I don't think you can ski very much, but I know you can play golf. The recipient of this year's award in Spanish is Grant Mayer. The seal of biliteracy. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge a student who met the requirements to be awarded the Massachusetts State Seal of Biliteracy, in this case for Latin. This student is Iris Chen. And I will turn it back to Mr. Smith.
The Principals Award. Each year, I choose students from the senior class who exemplify true leadership. They put themselves ahead of others, they listen to the wishes of their peers, and they follow through with perseverance and determination on their projects and plans in order to support the entire student body at Dover-Sherborn High School. This award is presented to students who have demonstrated outstanding leadership during their high school career. And three characteristics that both of these students have in common are leadership, character, and empathy. I am delighted to present these awards to Lila Sermon and Gabe Goldstein. Oh, yes. The National Merit Scholarship Program Certificate of Merit. This Certificate of Merit is awarded to a student who has advanced to finalist standing in the National Merit Scholarship Program by demonstrating through distinguished performance high potential for future academic accomplishments. This year's recipients are Stacy Liu, Annika Gupta, and Karn Chuchian. Congratulations. First, I want to once again thank the generosity of all of our scholarship presenters. I am so just sometimes overwhelmed at the dedication that the folks in Dover and Sherborn have. I think it's truly remarkable what these two communities provide to the schools, to our students, to really making these just lovely communities. In addition to our presenters, I'd also like to thank the parents and the guardians for entrusting your children with us. We take that responsibility very seriously. We're honored that kids come to Dover-Sherborn. We know they have other opportunities, and we don't take that for granted either. And we greatly appreciate you sending your kids to our school. And finally, an amazing, amazing group of students. From students who will be serving our country to students who give of themselves, to the intellectual accomplishments of so many of our students, to their contributions to their sport, to the contributions to their performances. The 2025 class, you truly are amazing people. And as Officer Mitchell said, your work is not done, but for tonight, take a moment to reflect and be grateful for A, what you have, but also be really, really proud of who you are. Dover-Sherborn High School is a really special place. I'm honored to work here. I'm honored to work with these students each and every day. And I want to wish all of you in the class of 2025 the very best. I'll be looking to see how you do in the future, and I know that you're going to make our world a better place. So with that, our evening has concluded. I look forward to seeing you all again on Thursday at 6 p.m. for the big night for graduation, and thank you very much.